Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. A first down for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Leonard. Spits it out to the back. Quick strike complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And that ball is hauled in the end zone, but he is just out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy, but no.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Let them grabbing air. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. There's a live football. Defense swarms. Ball, it'll be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Dialing up a second down pass play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Georgia going up tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. The quick out.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Power foot play. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The give and the run on fourth down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Leonard. Now adjusting. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's going for the big play. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
he uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to try to get it himself. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish, and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Caught. Smashes through. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Flushed out of the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Wide out in motion. He'll try the toss to the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Forced out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
This time it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on fourth down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they're able to get the fourth. They keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Going to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
now. Looking to throw on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a crease to the left. Got room at the 35. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He makes the catch. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's George. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give out of the gun. Headed to the end zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after... Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Daniels. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Calls his own number. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Well, he was rolling.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a crease, it's Neal. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To throw, it's Daniels. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They'll throw it on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Gonna run it. It's Neal. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jeff. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to... The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. Dropping back, it's Ward. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got a man, it's Martinez. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The aerial assault continues. Coming after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Morrison. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for room, it's Neal. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Daniels. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Makes the catch. It's Morrison. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things you have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Unleashes one. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll throw it on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's George. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Canes! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this crowd is losing it. Frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. That one bounds through the end zone. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes. taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. They'll turn to Martinez. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Ward. Gets it to the back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. This time on target. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the gun, give on the inside. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Back to pass, it's Ward. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball is intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
It's caught downfield. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's McCormick. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's George. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Quarterback adapting. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Right on his numbers on the slant. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Restrepo. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Johnson. That should be the final play of the 1st half. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Yeah, Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers if they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught behind the line. It's Horton. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Gets open down the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Arnold. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after.